Hi guys, I'm back. I told you I would show you where I'm at with my Valentine's journals, and then I totally forgot. So I'm putting this on the front of the video, and then you'll see the rest of the video. So when I say it in the video, you'll have already seen these. So anyway, this, I used two of these Amazon packaging envelopes, and I open them up when I cover them so that I can have a pocket in the top on each side. So I put a piece of fabric over the top and, folded the sides in, on both of them. I actually took it all the way apart first, so I'll do that with this one too, so that I can get them completely covered, so they're like two separate pieces. Then I just laid them together and I just stitched them together. So I have one that I don't have the cover for yet, and these are for Fern. And then this is the second one that I got done yesterday. I got the cover done. So this is what the cover looks like, and I added those little corners by Tim Holtz, but you can see there's two pockets up here. This is just like the what do you call it, calendar journal that I just finished not too long ago. So when this is stitched in the middle, you'll just have the little pockets, and yeah, you can see a little bit in there from stitching and whatever, but they are made out of packaging, so that's kind of what they are. And then they're one signature, and so this signature's all ready, and I have most of the ephemera ready to go, so I pretty much just have to sew in the signatures, get this cover done first, sew in the signatures, and then I can put the ephemera in, and those will be just about done. But that's where I'm at. I really love the way this came out. I just cut out hearts and different laces, and then this was on a hanky that I think it was Robin that gave me this hanky. Yeah, so thank you, Robin. And that's the back and the lace around the spine. So yeah, I haven't decided exactly how I want to do this one. I have some cute fabrics. So anyways, that's where I'm at with those. So you'll see this before the video. So here's the video. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and today we're going to do some collaging. I have decided to join in on the Margarete Miller Collage Weekly Assignment Challenge. And so you can go to her Etsy and purchase this little packet that she has that comes with all these little instructions and frames for every week of the year. I am, of course, 3-4 weeks behind, whatever it is now. We're on the 4th week. So I'm just going to try to catch up today, do possibly 3. I don't know that I'll get 3 done, but if not, I'll do them tomorrow too, because I don't really have anything planned at the moment for the Glowforge. So that's the plan. So what you do if you want to do this challenge, and you don't have to buy anything, because like I know Gayle's doing it, Rachel Roxy Creations is doing it, there's a bunch of people doing it. So if you watch their videos, you can get the prompts from them. So that's your choice. I just decided that I wanted to put the prompt with, whatever the collage was. And I'm going to put this like on this front page, because I don't know if I'll use 1 or 2 pages. I'm just using a regular cheapy sketch pad, because I figure by the time I collage on here, these are going to thicken up a lot. And it's for me, or if I want to, I can tear the pages out and use them, in a journal or whatever. So that's the plan. So each week you get an assignment. There's like, I think, what is it? 6 things. Well, there's 5, but then you get a bonus one at the bottom. So you can trade out one of the other things for the bonus one, or you can just add the bonus one on. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to glue this down here, and I know this is plain and white, and it's fine. I can add stuff to it later if I want to, but right now I just kind of want to get caught up if possible, and I thought it would be fun to video and have a day where we do this. So this will I'll probably do these like on Wednesdays, or I don't know, whatever, just whenever I feel like, basically. Okay, so thinking we'll start right on this page right here. I'm gonna do maybe I do want to start a new one. I'm sorry, I didn't think that through very well. So I'm going to start on this one. I don't think I'll need more than 1 page, because these are large. They're not, they're about 12 by 8.5, so that's a pretty big sheet of paper, so I think I'll probably be fine with that. I don't think I need 2-page layout for that. So the first one is something fast. So what I have chosen to do for my something fast is a fairy. Now, who knows if they're actually fast or not, but I would assume that they would be if they were real. I'm going to cut the antenna off this butterfly because obviously we don't need the antenna, just to have her have some wings, right? So she's my little fairy, and that's just a Tim Holtz person, and these butterflies are from Rachel at Roxy Creations. The second thing is a postage stamp, and I haven't chosen the stamp, I just grabbed my bag of stamps. A piece of a map, and so I have this paper that has like map designs on it, and this is just scrapbook paper. That's a scrap I had. So I didn't have any maps that I could really tear apart or anything, so I chose to use this paper for my map. A border or frame. Let's see, what did I grab? I have these for borders with old buttons on them. I dug those out yesterday. I forgot I even had them. Or I might use that, or I might use both. I don't know. A portion of a brochure, and this is from Emma Femra's Treasures, and it's the antique advertisement set. And so that's where this, and it's an actual old brochure for hard or soft coal or coke. I don't know, so I figured I can either use all of that because my pages are pretty big and white. I may just use all of it, or I can use a piece of it. A portion of a, or no, the bonus is a form or part of a form, and these are from Gayle Agustinelli's. She has receipts and forms in her Etsy on a digital, so that's what that's from. So that's the plan. Other than that, I don't really know what I want to do. So I think I might do a little bit of something for the background because it is pretty stark and white. So what I'm thinking I might do is a little bit of stamping. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I forgot to grab my stamp, so yes, I'm already off to a great start. I'm going to use these Tim Holtz ones, these ones. But yeah, I hope that you are all doing well and are healthy and safe and all that. We're having a storm coming in, and it is freezing here, and the wind is just blowing a million miles an hour, so I'm not real ecstatic about that. But, you know, I can't really complain because we've had a super mild January, and it probably really isn't that cold compared to what it is quite often. It just feels cold because it's been so mild. And I'm just going to kind of do this however, because it doesn't really matter. It's just giving me a little bit of a border or something. Let's use a different one. Just want something around here, and who knows, I could hate this, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Oops, I'm getting it on the other page. Yeah, so I just thought this would be fun, and I watched everybody do it last year, Rachel and stuff, and I was like, I need to do that, and I just never jumped in. And then this year, when the year started, I was like, I should do that. And I'm like, too busy. I got too much going on, which I kind of still have way too much going on, but I decided just do it for the fun of it. What the heck? So I'm going to do it, and we shall see how it goes. And then I'm thinking I kind of just want a little bit of this swirly design, not necessarily the heart itself, but the swirls. Where's my little... I'm just going to use my Distress ink. Oh, somebody was asking me about Distress ink and stuff. I use Tim Holtz, and this says brushed corduroy, but I accidentally inked this with Vintage Photo, which is what I like best anyway, so it wasn't like that big of a deal. That one was pretty dry, the brushed corduroy. I like that one too. They're all great, so it's not like you can really go wrong where his inks and stuff are. My goodness, you cannot go wrong with his inks, is what I'm trying to say. This one is Vintage Photo, but this is the Distress Oxide. The only difference that I really noticed between the two of them is that the Distress Oxide is a little more like of a chalky type feeling. Other than that, I don't notice a whole lot of difference between color. I've heard people say that their Distress Oxide in the vintage photo is a little bit of a green. I didn't have that problem. So for me, it works great, but I can see how if yours was green, that would not be super appealing unless you wanted green, right? But anyway, that's what I use is Tim Holtz, and I think that's what a lot of people use. Some people use like archival ink, which is that black one that I showed yesterday. And you know, all of it works, so it's just up to you. I like using the Distress ink because it's water soluble, so if you add some water to stuff, it just gives you a different, you know, it can bleed out or, you know, cause more of it to show up or, you know, that kind of thing. But I don't use a lot of water when I'm doing stuff, but it's just a nice feature of it. But if you want something really permanent, as far as if it got wet and you don't want it to change, then it's better to go with like an archival ink or a Stays On or something like that. That makes sense, I hope. Alright, but I've used Distress ink even before I did junk journals, so you know, I'm never going to get 3 of these done today, guys. But I'll just keep trucking along with it and we'll get there eventually, right? Okay, so I want some, I think I want some of this old paper sort of in the center, and this again is from my dad's old scrapbook when he was a kid. And it's super just old and falling apart, and I love it. And I love this edge right here. So I'm just going to kind of put this down in the center there. Okay. Get just a little bit more so that wherever I don't have something, at least it's not stark white. This top edge needs to be torn a bit. Okay. I am going to go ahead and ink around the edge of that just a little bit because it's pretty, I don't know, I just want it a little darker on the edge. I think this is just basically construction paper is what it feels like, but it's so old that it's just disintegrating, right? Okay, it does. Some little fuzzies coming off it. Okay, that can go there. I think I want to go up and down. I don't even really know, to be honest with you. I think we'll start up and down and see how that goes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down because that's my starting point. Yeah, this page is pretty big, so I really don't think I'll need 2. Try to get a little glue on all those little bits because it's so fragile that I just don't want them just falling off or something, because that's the best part, right? Okay, so we've got that down just for sort of a background or something there. And this one's obviously going to be pretty neutral toned, like you know, it's all these type of colors, but I'm okay with that. I mean, you can make them as colorful as you want. You don't have to do this. I printed these out on that Manila drawing paper. So it kind of feels the same as this. Words. Words, you know, words. Okay. So I guess I'm not going to use this whole thing. See how quickly I change? Okay. I think I like that possibly, so I'm going to tear it right here. And I printed this also on the Manila drawing paper. I don't want to cover that up entirely. From Amazon. And it's just kids drawing paper. That's all it is. The only problem is it comes in a pack of like 500, and I know for people that live in Australia and England and all those places, they charge a fortune for shipping on stuff like that, and unfortunately I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry, I don't know what can be done about that. I don't know if I'm going to use that or if I'm going to use these. Let's figure out where we want some map. I'm going to just tear it by hand. How much of this do I want? It's going the wrong way. I don't want the big white edge. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Okay. Ugh, that wind today, I'm telling you, it is just howling out there. We haven't really had a whole lot of wind this winter. We usually do have quite a bit, so it's just been kind of weird to go most of the summer without a whole lot, and then we've just had mild weather, so it's weird to all of a sudden have it whipping out there. I grew up where it's very windy, so I should never complain about wind anywhere else. This is not glued down on the edge, so I just want to get it so it's not getting caught and pulled. Wrinkling up my paper. Okay. I don't know if I want that or border or maybe both. Let's see, where do we want our fairy, because she's our main thing here. Where's my lid? Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Do I want her there, up there? I don't know. It's always tricky doing these, just sort of. I like the 1877. Like, you know, kind of doing that sort of thing. I think I need to ink this. I'm just struggling with it because I'm looking at those little, there's like the little punch out dots. And it's bugging me. Can't even get them. They're so tiny. But I can see them, so that's a problem. Okay, I think the rest will be fine once it's inked. It's funny how I can have totally wrinkled, messed up paper, but then I look at this with some little tiny white punch out dots and it's driving me nuts. Kind of want to jinky this up a little bit. It seems too new for what I'm doing here. Okay. It's a little bit better. It needs to go like that. Sorry I'm so quiet. I just don't have a whole lot to talk about. Like, you know, I went this morning and got my oil changed. Ew. It's so exciting. Other than that, I'm pretty much here. I've been working on my Valentine's journals for Fern, and I'm getting there. I'll show you guys in a minute here when we're done with this one how much I got so far. And I just keep getting sidetracked, right? Happens. Okay. The only thing I'm not liking is I don't want that totally covered right there. The cool edge of that paper. But it feels like it does kind of need something there. And my thumb's all colored. Okay. Kind of liking that. I think I just need to start gluing some stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get this. This one needs to go down first, huh? Let's get that down. I liked it where it was, so yeah, it's kind of spitting snow, rain stuff. This is a lovely day. Go like that. This is already all goopy. Problem is this paper rips almost as easily as old paper in a lot of ways, so I really don't want to stick it down on the sticky glue at all. Okay, so this one I think I'm going to come up a little bit over here more. To miss that, it's a little crooked, but I'm fine with that. And then our form. Glue strings. I'm going to actually come over a little with this. And a stamp. I need to figure out what kind of stamp. Some color would probably be a wise choice, right? Stuck to my finger. That's a Christmas one. I do like this one with the 10 on it. Do I want any blue? Not really. There's not really any color other than there's that bluish green, I guess, but not a whole lot in the way of color. Now it says a stamp, a postage stamp, but she's like, you can mix it up. You don't have to just do one of whatever the thing is. It's just you need to incorporate these specific things. I kind of do like that. It just seems like it needs something else, and I'm not sure what. Do I want her maybe standing on the frame? Almost like a box. And then in the frame, it would be kind of cool to put like a flower or something. I can cut off stem and stuff like that. I'm not that worried. Like that, or something else. Let's see. One of these washi ones that's like the golds or something. Just that little bit of gold might be kind of fun. Or even that black and white is kind of cool. Like something like that. Probably not that one. I think I might almost like the I got these off of Amazon. It was like a package of 3. You got 3 different types of washi stickers. I'm just looking at the top because I'm going to cut off whatever the stem is. So if I put this one a little sideways, I kind of liked the color a little bit better. It's like it just needs it. About the gold. Gold's kind of cool. I think I'll go with the gold. Sorry, that was like all over the place, wasn't it? Okay, we'll get that one cut. I don't need really any of the stem. I'm just going to kind of do like that. And I'm going to ink it because I don't want that white background. Luckily these take the ink very well. About right there. Just kind of trying to figure out where I had it. Okay, get this the back off now. That's always the tricky part, is trying to get the back off of these. Be great if there was a easy way. If they had like a little tab or something, that'd be awesome. But they don't. So you'd think having fingernails I could do it, but I never can. I always rip it. Oh, so you still ripped it. Goodness. Okay, so I'm going to do it roughly right here. Luckily I got that little edge where hopefully you won't even see that part anyway. Okay, we'll glue this down. I'm going to just use the glue stick. It's pretty flat and it's just paper. I've had it forever and ever. Yeah, this is from scrapbooking days. I have this whole, oh whoops, you know what, I did want this over more so I don't see as much of the green. Whole bunch of these kind of punch out type frames from when I used to do scrapbooking. I just didn't really use them even then, and so it was kind of cool to have this, do this challenge where I might actually use one, get rid of it. Okay, yeah, I think that's working for me. It's only taken me how long? Oh, 20 minutes, that's not too bad. It seemed like it was taking me a whole lot longer than that. So again, these butterflies are from Rachel at Roxy Creations. She's got a fussy cut butterfly digital. Okay, so I have to make sure I've got all my things in a minute here. I think I do. Pretty sure. Bumped her wings, so I don't know if I just want her foot right on that. Okay. Don't think we want one of my hairs in the collage. Ay, ay, ay. I don't even know that I want these. I think I want these a little more haphazardly than I had them on there. I sort of liked it a minute ago when they were just laying there. Like, a little bit like that. Yeah, I like that. Now I think I need a few little stamps. Oh my goodness, Pasha, he's laying down on the floor in front of, I have one of those like disc heaters or whatever they're called for in here because it's cold in here. Hopefully it'll be better after we get the new windows in. And then when the wind blows, it's so much worse. So yeah, part of this crazy little stamp. And this one came from, I think it was In Love Art Shop. But I think I need black ink. I don't want the star. That's for sure. It's just not a star kind of a thing, right? Yeah, I like that. That's okay. And then up there, I don't know if I want to use this one again. Sorry, I'm just looking for the stamps that I want to use. I'm going to pause for just a minute and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I just was looking for these little stamps. These are from Stampin' Up! And they're just random. They're just shapes and weird things. I don't know, I really like them, so I use them quite a bit. Or I did for a while. I have not recently, but... And I never get a block. I mean, I don't know. It's just called winging it. Okay, so there's that. I do need a block for this one because it's so doinky. Can't even hang on to it. Okay, that's that one. It's done. So this one says something fast, a fairy, a postage stamp, which I have, a piece of a map, a border or frame, a portion of a brochure, is that one, and then a form. Okay, so I think I'm just going to put this right down here. I'm going to actually ink this because I want it to be, or maybe I'll just put it on the back because then I'll know what the prompts were, but I won't, you know, cover up my design. I kind of like that idea better. Okay, so there's that one. Not that there's anything wrong with the little box of prompts, but I just kind of want it on the back. Since it's pretty white paper, I printed it out on. Number one down. Okay, nice wrinkle there, Amy. Bubble, air bubble. Okay, so that's the first one. Wow, I got so far. Okay, but I do have the stuff together for the second one, so that's the good news. At least I did that. Okay. I can probably get one more done. I'll have to do the other one. I'll do 2 tomorrow so that I'm all caught up with the week and everything. That'll be a good way to do it. Let me get rid of some of my mess here so that I'm not struggling with that. I'll have to clean all this up later because I always have to pull everything out. I can't ever just not. Okay, I think this is the one that I feel like is really abstract for what I chose, not that the prompts were really abstract. It's just what I chose was kind of random, but anyway. Okay, so this one we need a person, an image from a magazine, a doodle. This is one of my crazy doodles. It's a flying or a butterfly mouse, or I don't know. It's a mouse with wings. I've had that. I did that in like 2012 or something like that. Washi tape, a tea bag cover, which that was hard for me to have because I just don't usually keep these because I drink either tea that's, you know, you just pull the little tea bag out and they're all in a little box together and they're wrapped, so they don't have their own individual wrapping is what I'm trying to say. And I glued this closed. Okay, so there's my tea bag cover, and I had to put a piece of sewing tissue over the top because it was just too shiny and bright. So I put a piece of sewing tissue. That's why there's a number and other letters and stuff on there. That's from that washi tape I got. Tea bag cover, and the bonus is an illustration. So this is a illustration out of a old book of a flower, obviously. Love the way that smells. Love that tea. Constant comment. It's good stuff. All right, so I thought this could be a good background. I do like this passing of summer, but I do feel like it needs more than just that. And I might leave the background white for this one because I kind of got a black and white sort of a thing happening. So that might work pretty well. Let me grab, if I have any more pieces of paper that would work with this. So that thing might be good. That's brown, but I do like that typewriter type look. Oh, you know what would be good is a piece of dictionary page or the sewing book page. Hold on just a second. Keep that under my table. Okay, I think a piece so this would be good. Old typing practice. Did I say sewing before? I'm sorry. Oh boy, yeah. I'm a ding dong. Okay. Trying to figure out how I want to rip it. The struggle is real. I definitely want this side. That side needs to be torn too, but I like all the numbers over here. Doing it like that. Top's ripped. Bottom's now ripped. And I'm going to tear across here, in here, and there. Okay, and then I also just have this little, I'm not sure what this is, some book page of some kind. So that will kind of be our background for that. So let's just get that glued down. Oh, we should ink it a little, just a little ink around the edges. Sorry if you don't love the inking part, but it's all part of it, which many of you have said. You guys are so awesome. Okay. At least I'm not cutting, I'm tearing. Okay, I'm going to end up with these all confused as far as which prompts are what after playing around with them for a couple of days here. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't had a whole lot of chance. I mean, I do have a couple things in the works with the Glowforge. Somebody was asking for like lines for pages and like the back of tags and things like that, so that's what I've been working on, is making some, I know that sounds like super simple lines, but incredibly getting it onto this program called Inkscape. For me, I'm sure for lots of people it's super easy, but for me it is not super easy. So, but I'm learning, and that's important, so it's fine. It's awesome that somebody asked for that, because I do need to, you know, learn to do all this. So, it's awesome, and I am working on it, and it is just about done. It's just, I don't know that I'll have anything really for tomorrow. It actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It did take me a while, just because, like I said, I'm not very computer oriented, so things that are probably obvious to others on there are not obvious to me. So, but it's not awful though. Like, I've just been watching videos. You know, it would help a lot is if I would take some classes, but that requires time and money, neither of which I have a lot of. And, you know, kids already in, I've got kids already in school, so it's just college and that. Okay, so that's my background. And then we're going to take our illustration. I'm not sure exactly how I want this. I do know I need to do some tearing, because that's not... This paper tears weird. It's like it really doesn't want to tear, even though this is old. It's kind of a different kind of paper. Ay, some things that seem like they should be so easy. I liked that passing of summer was a cool thing, but it's fine. So the idea is I have this nest, bird's nest. These need to be inked out of the magazine. It's a little shiny for me, but I could put a little tissue over it. I think I will do that, actually. I guess that takes away from the whole idea that it's a magazine page, though, so I'll just leave it. Here a little bit, maybe. And this kind of bugs me too, how, what do you call it, white that is. I know it's a doodle, but we may have to pull out some of the tissue there. And then this little guy, I thought should just be and then I want the baby sort of like this, so I might have to scoot it all over. It's always interesting when you're trying to do these things. Might have that all the way up that high. And then I'm going to put these little butterfly wings here, and these are a cross stitch pattern that I found on Etsy, and it's called Past Patterns Palooza, and so it has a whole page of these cool cross stitch butterflies. I think you're meant to like cross stitch because it comes with the whole pattern and all of that, but wouldn't those be super cute just as little embellishments on things? And this is as big as I can print it for that part, so I was kind of hoping to have a little bit bigger wings for that last one, but I didn't. I couldn't get it, but anyways. So we're going to do this down here at the bottom just because I feel like it needs something. I know my doodle is quite odd, but I was drawing all kinds of weird, like, mushrooms and flying mice, and I don't even know. One summer. Crazy stuff that you do sometimes. They were fun. It was fun stuff. Okay, we're going to ink her wings a little. And this I got from a old Christmas card from a box of family photos, and I don't know who this baby is. It was, you know, Christmas cards of my parents. But she's adorable and smiley and happy. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's get this glued down. That's right. Okay. Which side, I wonder, do I want? She's a little fairy baby. I must have fairies on the brain or something. I do like fairies. And I go through my phases, it seems like, with that stuff. Like I want to, there's this crazy weird bobbly head paper dolls that I like, and I don't know. If you've been with me for a long time, you know all the funny little quirky creatures I like, or not really creatures, but oh, whoops, I need to lift up her back a little. for her wings. Okay, and then this, I don't feel like this really goes because of the stark whiteness of it. So I'm going to ink it, but I'm also going to put some tissue over it once I glue it in place. I mean, plus it's a crazy doodle. I was Zen doodling. I got this Zen doodle book, and so that was what got me going on all the crazy doodles. Come up a little bit higher. Couldn't you just see a baby doing that though? Like, I mean, obviously this is very fictional, but coming up to a crazy flying mouse's nest and scaring it away and then laughing. Totally, right? I swear I'm not on anything. All I've had today is some cup of coffee and some Diet Pepsi, so maybe that's the problem. Okay, so we're just going to take some of this, and I kind of want to find a piece that has something semi-interesting. I don't know that I love this blue is the problem. You know, I love my numbers. I don't know if I like that. Let me see if I've got another piece. I don't love the blue, so I'm going to see if I can find a different piece. I think it's too wow. This one's older. Oh, this one's a lot older. 1870 comes alive in 1970 with these ladies. I didn't even know those were on there. Interesting. Okay. I need to tear this, I think. I'm not going to use those ladies because I will probably use those for something else. Okay, I need my little watery pen here. Oh, and I did finally find the one that went with my rulers. Everybody's like, you know, there's a water pen with these that comes with these rulers that makes it easier to tear the bigger designs. It's like, yeah, I know, but I can't find it. I found it. It's like, yeah, I know, but why would I use that? That's just silly. It would make it easy. Weird. Why would I want to make it easy? Okay, I got water all over this. Don't really want to get water on my mouse because it will probably run. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I'm going to put glue all over this. So I need a piece of paper that has no glue. And I want to put the shiny side. This one doesn't really have a shiny side, which is awesome. Really get the edges the most, so that when I put it down, it Its edges stay down and don't lift. And then I go ahead and glue it onto a different spot on the paper. Well, it's kind of, as you guys know, porous, so the stick does go through whatever you're doing as well. I know some people will think I just ruined it, but I just can't with that stark white. It really bothers me. Even though I left the background white, I just, no. Okay. Yeah, I like that better. Oh, I need to put on the, this. Where am I going to put this? I'm such a dope. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to cut a thumb notch in it and turn it into a little pocket, except the bottom's ripped out of it. Oh, brother. It's going to be one of those kind of days. And then it's stark, shiny in there. Okay. Well, these are the things that it calls for, right? Maybe put a little glue down there so that it doesn't. So if I want to put something in here, I can. I don't know what, but you never know. Yeah, no, that just doesn't seem like it goes. I guess I could not put that on because I did do the bonus, right? Where's my little, a person, an image from a magazine, a doodle, a piece of, oh, washi tape. I didn't do washi tape, but I have washi tape. Do I want this or like a pink one? I think I want this one. Ah, I don't know. I've got a piece of that tissue stuck to my hand. I think I want this here. And one of these too. I don't really want the star that's on that end down there because it's a little shinier than I would like. I think that's probably why I don't use a whole lot of washi tape. I do like the Tim Holtz washi tape, but a lot of it's too, I don't like a lot of the prints on them, so I struggle with washi tape a little bit. Okay, yeah, I don't want the tea bag, so, because I don't like it in that metally stuff. I just don't feel like it goes, so I'm not doing it. Have all the other stuff, so I'm good. Okay, so there's the second one. Put this. Over here. And I think we're going to call that a video because it has been just about an hour or over an hour. I'm not sure exactly what time it was when I stopped the video, so I of course had to get some ink right here. Okay, so I have 2 done. So tomorrow I'll come back and do 2 more, if that sounds okay with you guys. So there's the first one and the second one. Those are fun. That's a lot of fun. So I would recommend to anyone to do that because it does make you think outside the box. Because like I said, this is not my normal kind of thing, but I like it a lot. So I hope you guys have an awesome day and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye.